Okay, we're doing homework for week 1. So from chapter 1, uh, review questions, it says use inductive reasoning to predict the next three numbers or figures in the pattern. Let's see what we have. Question number 1. 4, 10, 16, 22. Do you see some pattern here? I would say, let me see. To get from 4 to 10, I have to add 6. From 10 to 16, add 6. And again, add 6. So next question is next numbers. If we follow this pattern, 22 plus 6 is going to be 28. Let me clean this. 28 plus 6, 34, plus 6, 40. Okay? Next one, we have 32, 28, 24, 20. So it's going down, which means change is going to be minus some number. Let's see. 32, to get from 32 to 28, I have to do minus 4. 28 minus 24 is also minus 4. Here also minus 4. So which means continuation to this is going to be minus 4 is 16, minus 4 is 12, minus 4 is 8, minus 4 is 4, and so on. Just read how many free numbers. Okay, free numbers. It's asking for free numbers. Cleaning this 8. Next one. 5, negative 10. This is number 3. So 5, negative 10, 20, negative 40. Let's see. Addition is not going to work because adding 5 or plus negative 15 and then negative 10, negative 15, it's getting 35. So it's not addition or subtraction. It's going to be multiplication by negative 2. Okay, multiply by negative 2. From negative 10 to 20, also multiply by negative 2. From 20 to 40, multiply by negative 2. Which means if I continue, negative 40 times negative 2, it's going to be positive 80. Times negative 2, negative 160. Times negative 2, 320. Okay. Next one. 3, 5, 8, 12. Question number 4. So let's see. From 3 to 5, I need to add 2, right? From 5 to 8, 3. From 8 to 12, 4. So it's kind of 2, 3, 4, which means next is going to be 5, which is 17. 17 plus 6, it's going to be 23. 23 times 7, it's going to be 31. 30. Okay, so you add 2 plus 3 plus 4, here plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. Okay. Moving to question number 20. Question number 5. So it's decreasing, right? By how much? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, which means the further is going to be minus 4, 5, 6. So let's see. minus 4, it's going to be 10. Minus 5, it's going to be 5. Minus 6, it's going to be negative 1. 5 minus 6, negative 1. So minus 4, minus 5, and minus 6. Next one, question number 6. Let's see, 16, 8, 4, 2, which means division by 2, right? Or division by 2, it's same thing as multiply by 1/2. It's the same thing. Look, 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 16 multiplied by 1/2, it's still going to be 8. Okay? So since 2 is very number close to 0, that means the numbers I add continuation is going to be fraction. Therefore, I'm going to multiply by 1/2, get into fraction instead of division. So here we have times 1/2 times 1/2, 4. 4 times 1/2 is 2, which means next is going to be 2 times 1/2, it's going to be 1. 1 times 1/2, it's going to be 1/2. 1/2 times 1/2, it's going to be 1/4. Okay? Question number 7. So what do we have in question number 7 here? We have circle with a radius coming this way, looks like 3 o'clock, and then rectangle shows 12 o'clock, and then circle shows 9 o'clock, let's say, and rectangle shows 6 o'clock evening. So what is going to happen now? There is no pattern here. That means it's going to repeat itself. Okay? Which means it's going to be, again, circle like this, rectangle like this, and then another circle. Actually, in my picture, it's oval, looks like oval. Okay, and that's it. So just repeated pattern from the beginning, all these 3. Because there is no pattern, so it's going to repeat itself. Okay, now let's look at question number 8. So what do we have? Rectangle in the circle. The triangle in the circle, then rectangle in the circle, and then circle in the circle. And then repeating. Look, it's repeating again. Rectangle, triangle in the circle, and then a rectangle in the circle, which means next after that it's going to be circle in the circle, right? Circle in the circle, then it's going to be again rectangle in the circle. It's over because we finished. So rectangle in the circle, and then triangle in the circle, and I don't know why I keep calling rectangle. Triangle in the circle, and then rectangle in the circle. Okay, that's pretty much it. Next question. Next question, we are going to work on chapter 2. So, state which statement is true or false. Okay, well, let's read. The set of stores located in the state of New York is well-defined set. Is this true or not? I will say it is true. Why? Because the set of stores. So it's indeed obvious things. There are a set of stores. There is no question raised. We are not interested in which store. It doesn't build the statement the way, so we would question. So it's a set of stores in the New York City is well defined. Let's read the next one. The set of free best song is well defined. This one is going to be an absolute false. Why? I'll tell you. The keyword here, best, because doesn't mention which songs are best. To me, it can be one song is the best. To you, it's going to be another song the best. Okay? That's why it is not well-defined set. Number 3, question number 3. Maple, this element means belong to the set that has oak, elm, maple, how to spell it, sycamore? Okay. So, maple is one of these elements, right? Which is making it true. It belongs to that element. Maple belongs to set with following elements. Number 4. So these both are empty subsets, empty sets. Okay, and the answer is going to be the empty set here. Empty set. So set cannot belong to itself set. Okay, so this is false. Question number 5. So 4, 8, it has 4, 8, 12, 16 here. 3 dots, meaning it's going to continue. It's increasing by 4, right? So 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and blah, blah, blah. Here we have increased by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, and then continues. 12, 15, 18, 21, and so on. So are these two sets, where is it? Are these two sets are disjoint, meaning disconnected? No, because we have common elements, right? Let me see here, 12, it's already seen, they both have. And further, if you add, I am pretty sure we will get the numbers that will be the same, and in first set and in the second. But this first set, the set we have 12 is and here and there, so which means they are not disjoint, meaning disconnected. Okay, so question number 5 we are going to identify as false, because 12 is a member element of both sets. Disjoint meaning disconnected, they don't have anything in common. Question number 6. This set, it says, is an example of the set in roster form. That is true. This is, we have roster form in curly braces. Here we have the 4 seasons. This is true. This is how the syntax for roster form. Okay. Question number 7. So what do we have? Set apple, pear, peach. It says equal to apple, cherry, plum. And it's equal sign here. This false because two set contain these two sets do not contain exactly the same. So here we have pear, here we have cherry, so they cannot be equal. To be equal, they have to have the same elements. This cherry and pear, they destroy equal sign. And question number 8. So what do we have in question number 8? So 5, 6, 7 avocado, let's say, is equivalent to set with element bread and garlic. Question number 8. In this case, it is, in my case, it's not equivalent. Not equivalent would be if the number of elements in one set would be equal to number of elements in the other set. So let me show you. If I would, let's say, clean the garlic and add here, let's say, onion. And 1, 2, 3, I need 4 onion, and then what? Potato. This would be true, and this two sets will be equivalent, okay? Because they have 4 elements. Equal, they have to have same elements, but equivalent, meaning they have to have same amount of element. Doesn't mean they have to be same element. See, I have 5, here is bread. I have 6, here is garlic, and so on. So equivalent is about equal amount of element, while equal is same elements, okay? All right, so this is true. It's going to be equivalent. Equivalent. All right, moving to chapter 3. Okay, what do we have here? Write negation of the statement. So my first statement is, all flowers are beautiful. Negation, it's going to be, instead of putting no flower are beautiful, I'm putting as a negation, only some flowers are not, let me rewrite it. Some flowers are not beautiful. Okay. Next one. No pet is allowed in restaurants. So negation, meaning it's going to be here. Some pets are allowed. Some pets are allowed in this in restaurants. Restaurants. Next, number 3. Some leaders are in business. So before these first two, we didn't have use the word some. Therefore, negation started with the word some. Now, 3, 4 started with some. So that's mean if I do another negation, this some will disappear, and it's going to be no leaders are in business. Okay? And some apple are not red, because it's talking about negation. Instead of some, we have also not. Here we had only some, we didn't have not. When you have and some and not, then it's going to be, negation is going to be completely all of them. Meaning all apples are red. So negation of not, it's going to be all positive one, are. We don't put not again. Okay? So moving to question number, chapter number 4. What we are going to do is convert to numerical by base. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be, let me add here base, letter E. Okay, it's going to be by base 10, or just ignore it. It's going to be by base by base 10. Okay, to numerical in the base indicated. The thing is, number can be represented by different base, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and so on. So what is that? How do we represent by different bases? This is what we're gonna do. Let's do first one. Let's say we have 7, number 7, and we want to represent it to base 2. The way it's work, I'm going, since my base is 2, so I'm going to figure out base 2 to what power it's I can fit into 7. Let's say 2 to power 2 is 4, right? 2 to power 3 is 8, because 2 times 2 times 2, right? 8. So it's I'm trying to figure out around 7, okay? So that's why I took 2 to the power 4 and 8, between 4 and 8. So it's somewhere between 2 to power 2 and 2 to power 3. So 8 is going beyond, we don't need it. So we are going to work with 2 to power 2, that is equal 4. What we are going to do, we are taking this 7, and we divide by 4, because we said maximum it can fit 2 to power 2, which is 4. So how many times it's getting in? 1 times, right? 4, remainder, we get 3. Yes? Okay, now we are taking this remainder. This one is getting as an first number, answer. Now moving to second one, this 3, remainder, we take this 3. Now into 3, how, the 2 to what degree it's going to fit? 2 to power 1, right? Because 2 to power 2, it's going to be 4, behind of 3. So 2 to power 1, which is 2, and I am dividing. 3 divided by 2 is 1 time. And the minus 2, remainder is 1. So this is going to be our second number. And how much we have? 1. Remainder is 1. Okay, so since my base is 2, 1 is less than 2, which means I'm not going to divide anymore. Okay? And which means I am taking this last one that is not, I cannot divide anymore, and that is going to be 7. We use this color. 7, red color, 7 by base 10, base writing here in the back, not in the back, but right as an index, small number that is equal. So it's going to be 1, 1, and then this one. We are taking the last remainder that is not dividable because it's less than 2. It's going to be 1, 1, 1 by base 2. Okay. Now let me I would like to leave this so you can look, and I'll move a little bit this way, and so we can leave space for next one. Let's do 190 by base 190 by base 4. Okay, what we gonna do? Base 4. 4 to what power maximum it's gonna fit in 190? Let's see. 4 squared is 16. It's not gonna fit. 4 cubed is 64. It's it's not gonna fit. It's too far from 190. So let me see. 4 and 4 to power 4 is 256. Okay, let me write down. 4 to power 2, 3, I guess I can take 4 to power 3 is 64, because I'm 3 times 4 times 4 times 4. It's going to be 64, right? And if I take, let me put this one. And if I take 4 to power 4 further, it's going to be 256. So 190, I'm crossing 256, falling out of process. So I'm going to work with 64. The degree 3 is the highest degree I can use to fit in 190. So next, what I'm doing, I don't think I will have enough space to keep all this drafting, so I'm cleaning this one. And then so I can use space. So 4 to power 3 is 64, which means 64, it's going to be the closest number that maximum power I can raise 4 to get close to 190, because 4 to power 4, it's going behind of 190. Okay, so I'm taking 190 and dividing by 64. Okay? How many times it's going to be? Twice. It's going to be 8, 2, and 1. Okay, remainder is going to be 2, 10 minus 82, 8 minus 2 is 62. Okay, so we have 62 remainder. Next, I'm taking this 62. Now, 4 to what power will get the closest to 62? That's going to be what? Let's see. Well, 4 to power 3 is, since 4 to power 3 is 64, that means going to be 4 to power 2, right? Which is 16. So I'm dividing by 16. It's going to be how much? 3 times, right? 3 times 16, it's going to be 48. Remainder is going to be 12 minus 8 is 4. It's going to be 14. Okay, so those are parts, these numbers are part of answer 2 and 3. Now 14, I'm taking this 14. I can divide by 4 what degree? 4 to degree 3, 4 to degree 2 is 16. Which means it's behind of 14. So 4 to power 1, that's mean. So 4 to power 1 is 4. So it's going to be 3 times 12. And remainder is going to be 2. So we arrived, because 2 is smaller than 4. I cannot divide anymore. So numbers I have, 2, 3, 2. Oh, wait, it's going to be 2, 3, 3. Okay, this one also I forgot. This one also, of course, we are taking. So this is the answer we are going to get. 190 by base 10. Why I write base 10? Because it says base 10 here. It's going to be equal to 3, 2 by base 4. Okay? Moving next, base 5. Okay? We need to find out 102 by base 10 is equal what number by base 5? Let's clean this. So let's start. 102. 5 to what degree will fit into 102? Let's check. 5 to power 2 is 25. 5 to power 3 is 125, which means 5 to power 2, 25. It's going to be our number because 125 is behind of 102. So we divide. It's going to get how many times? 4 times. 4 times 25 is 100. Remainder is 2. Here I'm going to open a little secret for you. Look here. The closest number that fit in to divide 102 by 25, that's 25 is the closest number we could divide. Why 25 the closest number? Because 5 to power 2 is the maximum can fit 202. Because next 5 to power 3 was crossing by 102 and was going beyond. Therefore, power 2, 5 to power 2 is the maximum, which is 25. Here's the thing. If we have whatever maximum degree we find to fit in number, let's say here is 2. So the amount of digits by different base, it's going to be this degree and then plus 1. Since we have here 2, that means 2 plus 1, it's going to be consist of 3 digits. Now, look here, we have this 4. We have now remainder 2, because since 2 I cannot divide by 5, it's going to be 0. But, and I end up with 2, but it has to be 3, because 2, degree 2, and plus 1 is 3. So what I'm going to do, take these 2 and divide by 5, which is going to give you 0. So 0 times 0, 0 times 5 is 0, remainder is 2. Which means what we are going to do here, every time when you have less number than it's supposed to be, you are adding there 0. So it's going to be 4, 0, and here is the last remainder is 2. I will clarify this, what I said in a minute. We are getting, let me write down, 4, 0, 2, and this by base 5. So let me clear the air on this. Let's, when I was doing number 1, 7 to base 10, what did we decide? Maximum, it's going to fit base 10, 2 to power 2 to 2 to power 2, right? Maximum could fit because it's 4, and 2 to power 3 was 8, which is behind of 7. So the maximum we got 2 to power 2 is 4, which means you take this degree 2 and then plus 1. That means you will have to get 3 digits. Here it is. Next, 190 by base 4. The maximum 190 by base 4, we took, let me see, we took how much? 4 to power 3, right? 4 to power 3, it's 64, because 4 to power 4, it would be 256. That's beyond greater than 190. So we took 4 to power 3. So if this is 3 and then plus 1, 4, that means 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next one, 102 to base 5. To base 5, let's see, we got 5 to power 2 was 25, and 5 to power 3 would be 125. So 25 is greater than 102. Therefore, we are taking 5 to power 2 and then plus 1. We'll get 4, 0, 2, 1, 2, 3. And this is why when we divided 102 by 25, and we got 4 times 100, remainder is 2. Although 2 is already smaller than 5, but we are getting only 1 and 2 answers, right? 2 digit, but it's supposed to be free. Therefore, I squeeze in 0, which means here I divide by 5 and get 0. Here will be 0 and 2. And these 2 I am dividing by 5. And this remainder, this 2, is going in as an answer. 4, 0, 2. This is 4, 0, and then 2. Okay? So let's do other free ones also. Next, 1098 by base 8. That one is going to be fun. So 8 to what power we can raise to get close to 1098? After I tried several the degrees, I got close to 1098 by raising 8 to power 3, because that gives you 512. But 8 to power 4, that gives you 4096, which is beyond. So this is not going to work. We are getting 3. So degree 3 maximum plus 1. So it's going to be 4 digits. So 1098 by base 10. It's going to be, let's see. So 8 to power 3, 512, which is 1098. I am dividing by 512. It's going to fit twice. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times 5 is 10. Remainder is going to be 8 minus 4 is 4. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, so first number is 2 we got. I'm writing here. Second number, 74. So 8 to what degree it's going to fit to 74? It's going to fit 8 to power 2, right? 64. That's the maximum. Divide by 64. It's going to be 1 times 64. It's going to be 10, right? So this one I'm writing here. Okay, we have left here 10. Since 10 is still greater than 8, we can still divide 10 by 8 to power 1, right? So 8. Dividing by 8, I'm getting 1 times 8. The remainder is 2. How many times I got? 1, 2, here. 1, 2, 3. And we said 3 plus 1 is 4. So we got 4. Okay, we are fine. So it's going to be 2, 1, another 1, this one, and then this 2 by base 8. Next one, it's going to be 9004. 9004 by base 12. All right? So 12 to power 2, 144. 12 to power 3, it's going to be 1728. 12 to power 4, if you check on your calculator, it's going to be 20,736. So 20,000 falling out because we have 9,000. So we're going to use this one. So 12 to power 3, it's going to be our number. Let me clean this. And 3 plus 1, we are going to get 4 digits, right? All right. So 9,004, I am dividing by 1,728. It's gonna fit 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40, 4 in mind. 5 times 2 is 10, and 4 is gonna be 14. 1 in mind. 5 times 7, 35, and 1, 36. 3 in mind. 5 times 1 is 5, and 3 is gonna be 8. Subtracting 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. Here will be left 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. Here was 8. So 8 minus 8 is 0. 364. So first number is 5. Now second number, 364. Let's see, 364. So 12 to what power it's gonna fit? It's gonna fit 12 to power 2, because 12 to power 3 is 1700 and we have 364. So it's gonna fit 12 to power 2, which is 144. So dividing 144, it's gonna be one time actually. No, twice it's gonna fit, okay. 288. Remainder is gonna be 14 minus 8 is gonna be 6. And then here is 5, borrowing 15 minus 8 is 7, here is 0, so 76. This second 2 is going here as an answer, 5 and 2. Now 76, what do we have? 76, 12 to power 2 is 144, that means 12 to power 1. So divide by 12, how many times it's gonna fit? 6 times. 72, I'm sorry. 72, remainder is 4. So it's going to be 6, this number. And 4 is going to be remainder, this 4. So those are answers 6, 2, and this 5. And that's by base 12, 526. And the last one, we're going to do 9,455 to convert to base 16. Well, let me take smaller number. This is too big. We already did big enough. So we put 463, okay? 463 number to base 16. All right. Let me clear this. Okay, let's start. Base 16, that means, let's check. 16 to power 2 is going to be 256. And 16 to power 3. Let me see, I need to punch it. I can't do it in my mind. So, or 4,000 and something. Okay, so 16 to power 2 is going to be our degree we're going to stick with. So which means with total we're going to have 3 digits, right? The answer 1, 2, 3, 2 plus 1, 250, 3 digits. So 463 we are dividing by this 256. It's going to come one time. Oops. 256. Result is going to be 13 minus 67. Here is 0, here is 2. 207, this is first number. Okay, let me place it here. 463 by base 10 is equal 1, it's the first number. Okay, moving to next one, to 207. So 16 to what degree it's going to fit? 16 to power 1, because 16 to power 2 to 56, it's going behind 207. So 16. It is going to be one time, because I'm taking 20. 16 times 1 is 16. Remainder is going to be 4. Bringing down 47, it's going to be twice. It's 32. And remainder is 15. So 12, number 12, when it's crossing the number 9, when it's getting 2 digit, 12, in the numbers with base 16, if you open your textbook, you can see it matching to letter C. Yes, letter C. Base 16 numbers have letters. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? So 12 is C. 10 is A. 11 is B. 12 is C. So digits, the numbers that have two digits, which is here we have 12, it's going to be C. Which means I'm writing down here, it's going to be 1, C. Okay, so we get 15. 15 is not divisible by the 16 because base is 16, which means we arrived at 16. So but we're supposed to have three numbers, right? So we have 1, and then C is second one, and 15 is a third one. Since it's two digits, this number 15, it's going to also replaced by a letter. So if 10 is A, oops, 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 A, B, C, D, 14 is E, B, C, D, E, and 15 is F. So it's going to be here F, 1, C, F by base 16. And hallelujah, I'm done. So the rest is on you to work out your problems. And if you have questions, you know what to do, right? Okie dokie.